You're making a mistake. You would be much happier at home with a husband and children.
Oh, boy.
Hi everyone, it's Blue. Make sure you like and subscribe and go follow me on my Patreon. It's only $5 a month and you get at least an extra video every week.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Today I'm going to be reacting to people getting called out.
There's absolutely no evidence of this, and it's just not true.
It actually is true.
No, it's not. Washington Free Banana Peel is not a legitimate
the
organization.
Washington Free Beacon, which is a legitimate newspaper. Yes.
Look, there's different ways to look at the data, but the big picture here is women do earn less in America because they choose to. They would rather go to their daughter's piano recital than stay all night at work working on a proposal.
What?
So they end up earning less. They're less ambitious, and I think this is sort of God's way. This is nature's way of saying women should be at home with the kids. They're happier there.
I hope that your viewers do not take you, sir, seriously.
There's a great book you should read. It's called Why Men Earn More, and it's all about women choosing to put family over work, and that's why they earn less.
Having a choice does not mean that you're less ambitious, and your comments are absolutely deplorable. Sean, I would like
less ambitious in the workforce.
I would like you to adjust it. You're a father. You have a daughter.
If you were a real feminist, you would support housewives and see them as the heroes, and women who work wasting their time.
You said that women are less ambitious.
Women are less ambitious.
You have also said that women are better suited in the home.
Yes,
you've
that's
also
a fact.
said that that women are emotional and women shouldn't run for public office. All of these things that just
I never said women shouldn't run for public office.
Yes, you have. You've said that.
If we're talking about 50% of the population, generally out of this 250 million people or 150 million people, most women are happier at home. They are pretending that they like working, and they're not making money because they don't stay all night at the office. They don't go the extra mile. They don't work all weekend. You're making a mistake. You would be much happier at home with a husband and children.
Oh, boy. Oh,
I mean, I'm literally
You just said you're single. You don't have a boyfriend. You're what?
That's
you're
my
celibate?
choice.
Yeah, look, you're miserable. You would be so much happier with kids around you tonight. Imagine coming home, mommy's home.
You know what, Gavin? You're not funny. You're not what you do not do anything.
I'm trying to make you happy.
You do not do anything for the better. Sean, this isn't funny.
Feminism has made women miserable. Women were much happier when housewives were glorified.
Guess what? I had a choice to be married, and I chose not to. I have a choice to have kids.
You made a mistake. We'll give you the last word. Go ahead.
I think that your guest here is doing a disservice to all of the viewers and doing a disservice to America by saying that women, that I need to be married, that I would be happier at home, that you're what, miserably married? Just because having a ring on.
I'm trying to share my joy. You should see my little 2-year-old.
Not everybody has the same life pattern as you.
I know,
okay?
it's the fall.
And not everybody wants to marry somebody in a bootleg seersucker suit and go home to that. I don't want to go home to that.
You don't have to go home to me. Go home to a hunk.
Oh, gosh.
Jesus. This is absolutely disgusting. And Sean, you should actually speak up for the viewers today and let them know that your daughter should have a choice.
I think women do have a choice. Absolutely, of course.
No one's saying women shouldn't have a choice.
Right, when we come back, we need your help. Our question of the day is straight ahead, and I'm sure this will continue.
Like, why do we have to...
I'll go ahead and pause because that was a good third of the video already. I definitely didn't think that it would get that intense because it does look like they're live on a news station. I guess his point of view kind of reminds me of what I've seen maybe someone like Jordan Peterson kind of shares, but he definitely speaks differently than this person. I don't know who he is, but he was showing, it seems, a lot more, passion for what he was saying. I wouldn't say he was, yelling or anything, but there was a lot more maybe exaggerated movements, and his voice definitely got louder. They were both interrupting each other. She was clearly very offended. Yeah, like a lot of shocking things were said. She was very upset and uncomfortable, which is unfortunate because people can have their own opinions and maybe it not be taken so directly or personally. However, it did kind of turn personal because as soon as I think maybe she asked about her own self, he kind of doubled down and said, yeah, that includes you. It wasn't any room of, oh, everyone's different. It was very nope, you're miserable. You'd much rather have kids than a husband. So it's just it's odd seeing something like that displayed in front of a live audience, because usually people, I guess, quote unquote, more professional or whatever. But it was interesting. Even her partner or co-host or whatever he was kind of laughing like, oh, this is weird. Like, I don't know what to do.
And I'm sure this will continue.
Like, why do we have to accept the bare minimum? But for men, y'all, we have to come with 100%. We have to check off every box. But as women, we have to be like, you know what? He provides.
What boxes are y'all checking off? Let me know what you...
We check off everything. We are smart.
Okay.
We provide. We're good wives. We're good mothers. We come from good homes. We can cook. We can clean. We're good in bed. Like, everything that we have to mount up to, we do. And I feel like as women, unfortunately, we have to settle.
Your first things that you listed had nothing to do with what men want in women.
So what do y'all want?
And that's the problem. We want a feminine woman that wants to be fit, that wants to take care of the small inconveniences in our lives and reciprocate the value. So if I go, the inconveniences in my life. So for me, for example, I go to work every single day. My wife gets to sleep in if she wants to. I have a trip to Florida in 10 days. She's already booked the trip. She's already booked the flight. She's already taken care of the Airbnbs. I don't have to worry about that. When I sit down, she brings me a warm plate. That's something that I look for in a woman. I don't care about if a woman can provide.
Honesty, communication, like there's a whole list of things that I need. Like, I don't want them, I need them, because I'm not going to settle. So
exactly,
it's just like, I'm not going to settle for shit. Like,
no, exactly.
I'm not going to sit around and be treated like not what I am, a queen. So it's just.
But why do you think you deserve so much? Why do you think you deserve so much? That's what I want to know.
Because look at me. Every girl deserves to be treated like a queen.
Yes.
That is bull.
But why? But why? Okay, but wait.
Hold on, one at a time. Why do you think you deserve the whole world?
Because
when you haven't done anything.
One at a time. Go ahead.
A woman makes a house a home. Okay, we and I know you're on that bitches get money type, because you're in your 20s. I get that, but when we're talking about real shit, you know, a woman makes a house a home. We should be loved and adored while you go out and get your money. Right? You want it the traditional way.
I just want to know why everyone, like, girls hold themselves. They think they're on this pedestal where they think they're like, oh, you have to earn me. You have to earn me. Like you gotta work.
The patriarchy, which is a system of male dominance of society.
Yeah, but that's not my sense of the patriarchy.
So what's yours?
Well, in what sense is our society male dominated?
The fact that the vast majority of wealth is owned by men, the vast majority of capital is owned by men. Women do more unpaid labor.
A very tiny proportion of men, and a huge proportion of people who are seriously disaffected are men. Most people in prison are men. Most people who are on the street are men. Most victims of violent crime are men. Most people who commit suicide are men. Most people who die in wars are men. People who do worse in school are men. It's like, where's the dominance here precisely? What you're doing is you're taking a tiny substrata of hyper-successful men and using that to represent the entire structure of Western society. There's nothing about that that's vaguely appropriate.
I will point out what Jordan Peterson said. I didn't even know all of those things. Some of them I clearly did. But I think he pointed out two things that I definitely didn't know. I feel like how he argues, even if you don't agree with him, how he argues and presents his points are just top tier. Very, very good. Again, you don't even have to agree with him. I'm not even saying I agree with everything that he says. But I just think how he structures a sentence and his argument and how he debates somebody, especially since he usually always remains calm. I don't think I've ever really seen him interrupt anyone so far. It's just almost hard not to be convinced. Very good at presenting his points and opinions. I also want to point out, I think the first clip right after I started the video again, I don't know who they are. It almost looked like a podcast setting, the girl and the guy. Some of the facts that she started pointing out did feel almost uncomfortable. One of them was, oh, well, we're intelligent. I felt like already pointing out that you feel women as a whole, as if all of them are intelligent and that's what they bring to their relationship. I mean, are you saying that, like, men don't bring that to a relationship inherently? Like, men are less intelligent? I don't know. So using that as an argument when he's like, okay, well, what do you feel women just as a whole? or you even bring to the relationship that I guess guys are looking for and or don't have themselves. Intelligence, we're just great in bed. Like, there were some things that were, I felt like his argument and what he said back was pretty fair. I mean, if you do happen to be the one who stays at home, just in this picture that I'm painting for you and how he was saying it, maybe just book the trips. You're not the one who has to wake up early and go to work. So, you know, if I come home and I just worked all day and you stayed home and didn't work all day, or you got to sleep in, or thank you, maybe you clean the house, but making me dinner isn't, you know, a super ridiculous thing to think. And I felt like him saying that wasn't a very entitled approach, like, well, I deserve this and you better do that. He was just saying pretty calmly, like, well, this is what I look for. This is what I think I deserve. Because if I go to work, I'm not expecting her to go to work. She can sleep in, stay at home all day. So I thought that it was just fairly worded. Plus, I do think that with that video in mind, there was a lot of contrast to him just saying, I would do these things for my wife because I would think that she would do certain things for me. It's kind of like a reciprocation thing. The very next video was a girl saying, oh, well, I just deserve this and all women just deserve this. And the guy really was just asking and challenging her, well, why? And so maybe part of the video was kind of showing a certain type of entitlement. I mean, just because you're a man, you don't deserve something, and just because you're a woman, you don't deserve something. But in this video, it did happen to be her saying all women should just get this because we're prizes. And he pointed out, like, I don't know why you think you're on a pedestal. So it was just an interesting contrast to what the other guy was saying in the other video. Yeah, I hope that you guys liked this video, a little bit different again. But yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. Go check out my Twitch and my Patreon, and I'll see you all next time.